Hi everybody, this is Elizabeth. I am back again with another review. I just recently watched Young Justice Season 4, and I do realize that this has some age on it, but there were 24 episodes in all of them excellently written, and I honestly think that Snyder could learn a few things from watching Young Justice, honestly, because I love DC. I grew up being a DC girl, all right? Um I will always love DC. I love Marvel and DC equally. I know a lot of people think that is some kind of blasphemy. But I don't see anything wrong with that. However, I do think that Snyder could, well, anybody including Snyder could learn loads of outstanding information just by watching a cartoon like Young Justice, is because of how tight it is and how fluid it is and just how hard hitting it really is. And it's one of those cartoons that has good representation. It has a lot of topics that many Western cartoons just don't even touch with a 10-foot pole. And it's just exceptional that there's nothing more to be said. However, the issue that I have with Young Justice is that it ended on the worst cliffhanger ever. And we need a revolution. We really do. We need a revolution of everything that's just come to pass. I'm not going to give anything away, because if you haven't seen it and if you're a DC fan, what are you doing? Are you living under a rock? Because this is one of the best cartoons ever made, in my opinion. This is comparable to Batman the Animated Series or Teen Titans. Not Teen Titans Go, but just regular Teen Titans, because I hate Teen Titans Go. And Teen Titans Go is still rubbish. I'm sorry. They need to just stop. But, I mean, despite the fact that they did have crossover episodes, which I can say I did enjoy the crossover episodes, but yeah, I'm totally over Teen Titans. I just want to see more things like Young Justice. We need more phenomenal cartoons that have hard-hitting messages that are very emotional and just tremendously written, like Young Justice is. And I got to the end of it thinking, that's all? We're ending with that. Alright, where are we going from here? Are we ever going to have an explanation? Are we going to get our questions answered? There's so many things. It has a lot of potential. I mean, it has even more than just potential. And I have to say, the animation's beautiful. The characters are tremendous, very likable, flawed characters that are very relatable, and the situations are very relatable, even though some of them are very surreal or fantastical. It's still one of those shows that I think there's something for everybody, and those who watch can get something from it. And there are a lot of lessons that can be learned from Young Justice. But just the way it ended, I am so angry with that. I normally don't get angry, but the way they ended it just made me really, really upset, because there's no revolution. There's zero revolution. There are lots of questions, and none of our questions get answered. So I did a little bit of digging, and it doesn't seem that they're picking it up at any point in time soon. And with the writer's strike, we might be holding on for quite some time to see anything come out of this. But I really want there to be a final Young Justice, if they do, or if they do something entirely different, if they're moving in a new direction with another story arc, whatever the story arc might be, because there were different arcs that they were taking on that were substantial story arcs here. And I like all of them. Normally, I'm not a fan of the younger characters the in the series, but it was really cool because they had the Doom Patrol and some other different groups of Young Justice that were represented wonderfully well. And I didn't even realize that Beast Boy had his own little group. I thought, oh yeah, sure, yes he does, of course. And they brought out mental health, and they brought out some LGBTQ themes. It was very obvious. I mean, they didn't do it in a way that would be, objectionable, or I thought it was good representation, but that's just me. But I'm hoping, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they do greenlight another season of, we all deserve, all DC fans want this more than anything in the whole wide world. Unless they do something entirely different, we don't know what they have in mind. And with the writer's strike, anything is possible or not possible. It all depends. But that's all I have to say about Young Justice. So until next time, live on, prosper, cash on the flip. Ciao, tutti.